I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, and comics, as well as video games, but also their live-action TV series and animated TV shows to come on Disney+, as well as their new Star Wars trilogy of films that's set to be released in the near future. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that they are currently developing a brand new expanded universe. In case you guys have been out of the loop, the new universe is actually set to deliver many authentic Star Wars stories, different eras of brand new mythology in general for the Star Wars fans around the world, to really give the fans a different view of exactly what it's going to look like post-Episode 9 era and even pre-Episode 1. So we're getting a lot of different eras of this new universe, and what they're really trying to do ultimately, the new Disney CEO Bob Chapek, is that he's really trying to deliver many different retcons that's going to change our view of the originals, the sequels, and yes, even the prequel trilogy era, which could very well be risky at the same exact time, without a doubt. When we look at everything related to the sequel trilogy, there's a lot of fans out there who had issues with especially The Last Jedi and, of course, The Rise of Skywalker. The Force Awakens at the time, back in 2015, it was a pass because that movie really opened the doors to different possibilities of what Episode 9 and 8 would entail. Now, on top of all of this, what's really intriguing, of course, is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films as well as the new Star Wars universe. Now, it's noted that currently both Disney and Lucasfilm have multiple plans in place in order to reunite the fans around the world in order to create a better future for the Star Wars brand. Now, it's explained that Disney's CEO, Bob Chapek, is developing the new Star Wars universe and is allowing Jon Favreau, George Lucas, and Dave Filoni to make key creative choices for the new universe that will also deliver many retcons to the prequels, originals, and sequels. It's explained that currently both Disney and Lucasfilm are creating a detailed story that is set to deliver a major retcon to the character of Darth Vader in the Star Wars universe that will have a massive effect on how fans view The Rise of Skywalker. Now, it's explained that Lucasfilm is going to release a major retcon that will change the story of Darth Vader and Palpatine that involves the survival of Darth Vader's spirit after the events of Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now, it's noted that the spirit of Darth Vader somehow survived in the original trilogy, even though Anakin returned to the light. A portion of his personality manifested into the form of a spirit and became a part of Palpatine's clone, since all of the Sith live in him. Now, it's noted that this major retcon of Darth Vader that is happening right now is set to explain that this is how Palpatine was able to generate the voice of Darth Vader within Kylo Ren's head, and that Palpatine was able to take advantage of the power of Vader's spirit and emulate his voice. This is described to be explained in a brand new novel that is being written right now that will be released sometime next year in 2021, that will be centered on the Sith and the Jedi. The spirit of Vader is said to have given Palpatine immense power as a Sith spirit, though his clone body was weak until he was able to rejuvenate. The retcon is said to establish that Rey didn't only defeat Palpatine, but all of the Sith spirits, including Vader and Palpatine's body. So that's very interesting. I think that there are parts about this that's going to be a big risk to a lot of Star Wars fans out there, because part of me says that this sounds really cool, another part of me says that this sounds absolutely ridiculous and makes no sense. If you look at what happened to Darth Vader at the very end of Return of the Jedi, he died, he was burned away, Luke Skywalker made sure to burn the suit, burn any kind of remains that were left by his father. And there was no mention of any form of Sith spirits back when George Lucas was writing the originals per se, but they are going to be a major thing now in the new Disney Star Wars universe. Hence, Palpatine essentially transferring his spirit, his consciousness, if you will, essence transfer technique, whatever you want to call it, into his clone body and bringing all of the Sith spirits within Palpatine by use of the Sith Eternal on that world located over in the unknown regions on Exegol. So the thing about Palpatine actually holding the spirit of Darth Vader within his own body, allowing him to generate Vader's voice, it kind of does contradict. Why would he be able then to pretty much emulate the voice of Snoke? It was pretty much common sense that in the actual movie, without the books and stuff, is that Palpatine was just emulating the voices, creating the voices in Kylo Ren's head, and that was it. Nothing more to it than that, right? Then, now of course, the new book, The Rise of Skywalker novelization, established that Palpatine's spirit is a part of his body, and that's actually a clone body. And now in this new novel that's being developed, that's set to be released next year, is going to establish that Darth Vader's spirit is a part of Palpatine. So that's going to be very interesting to see exactly how that's all going to unfold and how the fans are going to react to that all. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say about this particular retcon related to Darth Vader. Is it a good or a bad move by Disney and Lucasfilm? So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.